Brum brum. Oh, hello there, Goji Boy Earth. So glad you could join us. Well, hello there, poor gaming. Well, wild story is that I actually tried doing this before, but, not the complications were that nobody joined. I'm sad inside. Hello, poor gaming. Hey, Godzilla, how are you? What happened? Who died? Uh-oh. Aha! Hypozilla liked my Instagram post. Oh, okay, good. I thought somebody died or something. Oh, it's fine. It's just that I didn't notify anybody that I was doing a live stream, so it's kind of my fault, to be honest. But I sent it to mostly everybody on my Facebook and my Instagram that I was doing a live stream. Yeah. So, let's get on. Alright. What are you doing during the coronavirus? Well, I'm catching it, to be honest. Only joking, of course, but I'm quarantined like everyone else, which is normal. Tomorrow I'm going to start online school. But I mean, at least we bought new computers for the occasion. That's good. Do you have I do not have Roblox, but hey, I could get it on my Xbox or something like that. It's free. So, on to the topic at hand. So, the moment that you've all been waiting for other people. I'm just kidding, but I know Godzilla Fan for Life, was the only one who joined my first stream. He should be here in a moment. So if any of you have any questions regarding the series in the next episode, please ask away. Lel. What's so funny? Alright, are you excited for the Godzilla vs. Kong Well, I mean, I'm excited, but to be honest, I really have low expectations for this movie. It's like what I did with Godzilla King of the Monsters. I thought the movie was gonna suck when I first saw the trailers, but when I saw the movie, I thought it was really good. Now I think the movie's overrated. So, who knows what this movie's gonna be like. It's not that wasn't technically a Godzilla King of Kaiju question, but thanks for asking anyway. But I mean, I've heard that the movie was gonna be delayed because of this pandemic, but honestly, I think that's a good thing because they're actually pushing more time trying to make it good. The only thing that I think they should have left out was Millie Bobby Brown. Did you really have to have Millie Bobby Brown in this movie? She was bad in the Godzilla King of the Monsters, so of course she's popular. She was in Stranger Things. We can't just kick her out. or something like that. Honestly, I think that it would be much better if you would completely leave her out of the movie. I mean, they did have the kid who played Russell in Deadpool 2. That's cool. I can't wait to see what he's like. Um, but yeah, I have low expectations, and I'm not really that excited for the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. I mean, I don't even know when it's gonna come out. So, yeah, kind of low expectations if you ask me. Millie Bobby Brown did nothing in the... Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, honestly, all right, let's talk about this for a second. So a lot of people say that Godzilla King of the Monsters is a great movie, one of the greatest Godzilla movies ever made. And I mean, I get it, like it's great visually, the monster fights are good, the soundtrack is good, so are the monster designs. All that is fine and dandy, but think about it. Other than those four things that I just said, what else can you find in this movie that is so great? Yeah. I mean, there's really nothing else besides those four things that G fans really just go gaga for. And I got to agree. That's pretty much the only things that Godzilla fans actually like and admire. So, yeah, I don't blame you. I'm gonna check. Alright. Hey guys, welcome. So glad to see you here. Wait, what just happened? What did I do? Alright. What's going on with you? Hold on. Godzilla Productions, are you okay? There seems to be a spiraling wheel of death. Hey Godzilla fan, 2020. Hold on, I hope Godzilla vs. Kong is not as bad as 2014. I mean, it's not to say that Godzilla 2014 is a particularly bad movie. I mean, in some retrospects, it's mediocre in terms of as a monster movie, but it's not a completely horrible movie at all. But it certainly is the weakest film of the MonsterVerse, which is saying something. In fact, I can actually rank all of my favorite. Oh crap, that's better. All right, so hello, Godzilla fan for life. How are you doing? So I can rank all of my all of the stuff, legendary movies. There's the worst one is Godzilla 2014 so far. I mean, the second best is King of the Monsters, and my favorite one has to be Kong Skull Island. I think that... Alright. How will they get triggered? It's not like Godzilla fans really have the power. I mean, even my channel deleted? That sounds a little bit harsh and far-fetched, to be honest, but I'll take your word for it. I mean, it's my opinion, though, so... Like, what kind of improvements? Hold on. Hi, Astrodzilla. Alright, I'm doing alright. Alright, yeah, it's true, Godzilla fans don't like opinions, but it's something they gotta get used to. I mean, they have opinions themselves, and yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Like, and they say that we can't, like, have our own opinions and post them on the internet. It's like, everyone tries to be right. Alright. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know it's the new 2019 Godzilla design thing. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. We don't need any fighting, that's the thing. Alright. So, do you guys have any questions about the my series Godzilla King of Kaiju? If you have any. Alright. There's lag. Oh, I'm sorry. How's the series going for you? It's doing fine. I'm on episode 28. I'm about to do episode 29. I mean, yeah. Also, let's be honest, like, can you really be a G fan if you haven't watched any of the older movies? I mean, or any of the other movies besides the American movies? Can you really call yourself a Godzilla fan if you haven't watched the Japanese ones? You could, but I mean, it's just my thought. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to offend anybody who likes or only has watched the newer movies or the American movies. I mean, most people don't even watch foreign films. And in this case, I am calling the Godzilla movies foreign because they did come from Japan. Yeah, like again, like the human characters, that is not really what people are here for. It's just the Godzilla fights. It's like with Godzilla King of the Monsters. Like the fights are good, but the people scenes are boring and dull. Oh, what's your least favorite Gojira movie? Okay, now this is where stuff gets a little bit tricky. Now, there are like three Godzilla movies that I honestly have like strong hate for, and that's Godzilla's Revenge, Godzilla vs. Megalon, and Godzilla Raids Again. All three movies have like everything in common. They're bad. But if I would have to choose one, I'd say Godzilla vs. Megalon, because the one time like I was watching movies, Godzilla movies with my cousin, and we were going to watch the all the bad Godzilla movies, and we started with Godzilla's Revenge. We had a fun time actually making fun of that movie. But when we got to Godzilla vs. Megalon, I got so bored, I took the movie out. So that's the thing you don't want in a Godzilla movie, and that's to make it boring. In any circumstance. Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. I'm gonna get so much hate out of this, but I think Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster is an underrated movie. I actually really enjoyed the movie. I mean, if I'm completely honest, it could be one of my favorites. like right up there on my top 20. Yeah. I mean, particularly I think that the human scenes in Godzilla versus the Sea Monster is pretty interesting and pretty original, to be honest. I mean, the only thing that's not good about Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster is the giant condor, or whatever it's called. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I thought Shin Godzilla was great. I mean, Shin Godzilla is a good movie, but at the same time, I think it's getting overrated, just like Godzilla King of the Monsters is. My favorite Godzilla designs are yeah. I mean, I like those designs as well. I mean, a little bit. But I think, yeah, my favorite design is the 2002 Godzilla. That's my favorite one. Yeah, even the fan films are are a lot like are treating the story with more respect too. No Godzilla movies are overrated. I mean, that's your opinion, and I get it. Like, I can see why a lot of people like all of the Godzilla movies or dislike others, but there are a few overrated movies out there, and I know there's a lot of people who that think that the original Godzilla is overrated, and I can understand that, but I don't get it at the same time. Like, the original Godzilla is a classic, great, one of the greatest films ever made. Yeah, Final Goji is a good suit. I agree. I absolutely agree. Alright, bye. See ya. So, you have any more questions for me? Yeah, always make sure to wash your hands. What do you mean? Like the original Final Goji design? What you talking about? Like the design they went with? I don't get it. Mm. Do you like How to Train Your Dragon? I've watched the movies, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. If I'm being completely honest. And I'm going to use the word again, overrated. It's kind of an overrated film series. All right. Yeah, GMK and King of the Monsters is a good movie. Or good movies. Yeah, I should watch Ultraman. I haven't watched any of the shows yet. I mean, I was at Best Buy one time and I saw Ultraman on Blu-ray, and I was reluctant at first, and I still am reluctant because honestly, I'm not that big of an Ultraman or Gamera fan. I'm more of just a normal titular Godzilla fan. There's 32 Ultraman shows? Dang. That's that's so many reboots. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. 32? 32? I don't think I'm going to be able to watch them all. A continuing story? Well, then I guess it's just different shows that kind of continue the story of Ultraman. Because I'm kind of like all mixed. I get confused when someone brings up a story to something. It kind of ruins the whole experience. Kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's. I liked Five Nights at Freddy's until the whole lore crap. Just don't do that. Hey, Legendary Kaiju Kid, how are you doing? No, there's an original. There's a design that was gonna be original design. All right. All right, that's good because I didn't know what you were like talking about though. All right, that's good. I might check it out at some point, but don't keep your fingers crossed because I'm just a guy who likes Godzilla. I mean, it's okay if you like other things besides Godzilla. I'm completely fine with that, but I mean, Godzilla's always been my taste. Season 4 will be delayed until Tuesday. Alright. Dang, there's been so much Ultraman stuff, and I don't even know about it. Question is, how do you even get a hold of all of all the episodes and the seasons, the series and stuff? That's what I want to know. What do you think will happen in season 4? I'm not too sure. I get what I get it. I absolutely get it. There's nothing really new about Godzilla. Like they're slow on movies and other stuff. Like they and I completely get what you're saying. Like I see. Legendary Kaiju Kid, do you have any questions? I don't think you've asked me any questions yet. Yeah, the Ultraman monsters do have really interesting designs. Alright, there will be multiple epilogue series on different characters, stories when all of King Ghidorah's plans take place. I'm very hyped to see that. My next episode will probably be like a movie spoof to the film Inception. Like, if you haven't seen that movie, it's a really good movie. I saw it in film class when like we were doing like this like quiz. We had to watch the movie Inception. It was a really good movie. How much do you have interest? I mean, I wouldn't say interest because it's just a series that I made. Meant duck. Hold on. What was that other thing you said? I don't think that came into the chat or something. I didn't get to see it. That was weird. Alright, I saw that this time, but it didn't make it. It still didn't make it onto the chat, but I saw it, and I completely get it. I think it had to do with, like, the D word. I also might add a new superpower for Godzilla. What is it? Is it from the movies, or is it original? Or is it both? Hold on. Ooh, super electric Godzilla. Wait, is it like when Godzilla gets his abilities, like, from lightning? I don't know. I mean, Godzilla is fine with, like, the abilities he has. I mean, most of the abilities he does have are consistently silly, like the drop kick and the flying ability. But I like to see more of, like, the abilities, like, that are reasonable and make more sense to the character, like I don't know. I can't think of any. Yeah, so he absorbs the power from the power lines, just like in the movie. You know what? Actually, you know what doesn't make sense? That in the movies, they say that lightning makes Godzilla stronger, but in King Kong vs. Godzilla, they say that electricity weakens Godzilla, and electricity actually makes King Kong stronger. So I don't know if they forgot anything, but it almost seems like complete random. I consider his abilities, yeah, that and his magnet ability. Those are the good kind of abilities that he has that don't make him look silly, but the flying and the drop kick, that's just over the top. He will fire a electric breath like King Ghidorah, but stronger, and have a nuclear impulse. He can levitate everything. That's cool. Yeah, but I personally am not a fan of the anime. I mean, the first one was alright. The other two were just completely awful, hot garbage movies. But his abilities were pretty cool. If only he used them to fight. Yeah, I mean, it's like Legendary and Toho are playing a game. Who can make the biggest Godzilla? So 2014 came with a 300-foot Godzilla, and Toho's like, "Nah, we'll make Shin Godzilla taller." And Legendary is like, "Hey, we can make our Godzilla 400 feet." And Toho just is the clear winner. And I know that Monster Planet came out before King of the Monsters, but still, Toho is pretty picky when it comes to their sizes. Just, geez, like, wow. Hold on, I also made a Mechagodzilla with shoulder missiles. How did you give him shoulder missiles? That's pretty cool. So with my newest episode, it'll be like Inception, where Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and Anguirus go into King Ghidorah's dreams to figure out what his plans are, what his motivations are, and trying to figure out what he meant by I want your forgiveness, Godzilla. Yeah. Seriously, though. I feel that the anime should have been a perfect opportunity to add more monsters for Godzilla to fight, or some of the older monsters that only made their one appearance, but they only made the 3 films. And it was kind of wasted potential. I mean, besides, like, you only had to watch them on Netflix. Okay, now I definitely need to see this. And he's already on season 4? I'm not even finished with season 2. And I'm planning to make 6 or 7, 8 seasons. That's ridiculous. Oh, I'm talking about Legendary Kaiju Kids series he's talking about. Man, iPhone's about to die. You have an iPhone? I can't even afford a regular phone. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I can afford a regular phone, but I don't buy anything from Apple. I have these like bootleg stuff AirPods. I mean, they're not AirPods. I mean, they're other pods made by a different company. But I mean, it's just because like Apple makes their crap so expensive. See ya, Godzilla fan. Uh-oh. What was that? Something happened. Something was warning me that I kept my volume too high. You know, I'm going to put these on. No, I'm not going to put them on. Ah. I mean, there's only, it seems that there's only Legendary Kaiju Kid and you left. Godzilla fan for life left. Poor Gaming left. Astrodzilla left, I think. Or at least he's not. He's probably enjoying. Alright. So if you don't like NECA, why do you keep buying their stuff? I mean, it's mostly like Christmas stuff that I got NECA from. And also it was like before I actually kind of liked NECA, but after that whole... I mean, I kind of had a dark spot for NECA at first, but it wasn't like too severe. It was a little moderate. But ever since the whole incident with the Rodan figure, I kind of had like this whole hatred for NECA. I mean, it's not to say that NECA's a bad company, but I think they could have been much better, in my opinion. It's not to say they're bad. They're not terrific. Falls in love with Destroya. You want to make Biollante fall in love with Destroya? Season 6. You're way ahead of yourself. And I don't even know when the movie's gonna come out. Alright, this is going to be a dumb question, but are any of you going to G-Fest this year? Probably not, because this whole coronavirus pandemic is probably limiting a lot of people. I haven't seen their Pacific Rim line, you know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know when this whole thing's gonna, like, cool down even. And I'm probably not gonna go to G-Fest this year. I mean, probably after I graduate high school, I'll probably go. So please expect that to be happening. Can't wait to see all my G-Fan buddies. Yeah, I heard. Like, I mean, I know they made, like, the Jaegers and only a few of the kaiju, I believe. I don't remember any of the names of the kaiju except for Leatherback and Knifehead. I mean, the reason why Jet Jaguar is so expensive is because, like, it's an older, a much older Bandai figure. So, you know, for something that old and so rare, like, it's gonna be more costly. I don't even know if costly isn't the word, but just forget it. Yeah, they made all the kaiju, huh? That's cool. On screen for 2 seconds? What is this, like Star Wars? Where every character that is only on screen for a brief moment and not even on screen barely gets their own action figure? Which Biollante are you talking about? Are you talking about like the older Bandai figure? Yeah, I kind of get it, but I think it was because, like, older Godzilla figures tend to be a little on the expensive side. So what non-Godzilla YouTubers do you watch? I personally liked watching Critical or Penguin Zero. I mean, he's such a good great YouTuber. I watch him all the time. He's hilarious. And I also watch PewDiePie and Markiplier. I mean, anyone will do. I know who Dan TDM is, but I don't know who Flamingo is. What does he do? The YouTuber that you just brought up, what does he do? Does he do gaming? Right. I haven't seen your Godzilla versus Ebra video. I will have to check that out, though. You thinking? Who would win? King Caesar versus Rodan versus Gas versus Godzilla versus Biolante. Oh boy. So it's a complete free-for-all, huh? So I'm thinking of having trouble. Ooh, comedy commentaries. That's cool. So King Caesar versus Rodan versus Gauss versus Godzilla versus Biolante. I'm thinking either Godzilla or King Caesar. Don't really know which. Because I know Godzilla, like, kills everything he kills anyone he fights, and King Caesar is pretty much a god. I'm thinking probably Godzilla because he kicked King Caesar's butt in Final Wars. So I'm pretty sure Godzilla will probably be the clear winner. That is, if anyone else has any doubts. Okay. Who do you think will win? King Caesar or Biolante? I mean, personally, I think Biolante will probably lose the quickest, because you see what Godzilla did to her in Godzilla versus Biolante. I mean, sure, Biolante may have gotten a bit of the upper hand, but in the end, he just had to shoot her in the heart. She was done for. Also, I don't understand, like, why does Biolante have a heart, like, right in the outside of her body that makes her much more vulnerable? That makes sense. It's like that. It's like one of those like questions that I'd like to ask, but I probably won't get the answer to it. But that's a good explanation. But that doesn't explain. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Millennium Godzilla. What's with the purple spikes? Is there a reason with the purple spikes? I mean, nobody really says anything about the purple spikes on Godzilla 2000. I don't know if I might be colorblind. Where do you get your information? Is that on Wikizilla? Because the designer thought it would look cool. I mean, it does look cool, but it looks a lot more like crystals. Like the spines look like purple crystals, like the ones on Space Godzilla. I think in about like 5 minutes I'm gonna stop the stream or something. That makes sense. I'm not the designer. If I was the designer, I probably wouldn't have designed it with purple crystal spikes. Well, yes, but I also find it out since I research animals and Godzilla creatures. Yeah. You know what? Well, I designed my Godzilla to have scales, armor on his shoulders. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually thinking about starting a gaming channel. You guys got any gaming suggestions? Like any games you want me to play? I mean, it doesn't have to be Godzilla. It just has to be a game. Just a game. Brawl Stars. I mean, I don't know what that is. Is that like a fighting game like Street Fighter? Mario Odyssey. Okay, now I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so I think that's probably a no. So, but thanks you for giving me the suggestion. Oh, it's not. I mean, it sounds like a Street Fighter game, kind of. Kind of reminds me of Brawlhalla. Minecraft. That's a maybe, because I actually have some Godzilla mods downloaded on my Minecraft, so it's a possibility. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to close the stream up in just a bit. When you fuse... Haha! I can picture that. Ah, so it's a mobile game. Alright, so I'm gonna close the stream up. If you have anything else to say, please tell me, because there's gonna be nothing else after that. I'll make 17 seasons. Bro, you're a madman. You're an absolute madman. You have a mind of a genius and the schedule of a well, yep, I'm gonna close the stream up. Alright. Of a god? Ah, yes. Schedule of a god. Alright. I'm going to close the stream up. Alright. Bye, Godzilla Productions. Bye, Legendary Kaiju Kid. Alright. My last and final words. Peace out.